Hey guys, it's Friday, just got home. Tommy's about to do a cold start on the Firebird. This fires right up, what'd I tell you? Hey, that tire's super low on air. That back one. Yeah, you wanna do your... We'll air it up. Damn. Yeah, she smoked it.
Huh?
Oh, it's the headlight.
Yeah.
God damn.
That motherfucker burn them
Woo! Well, fuck.
You can go
Oh.
fast, but can you do that?
Fuck you, Tom. Yeah, we need to air that tire up though. It's low. Yeah, she smoked it. It's alright. Hell yeah. Alright, I guess we're gonna air up this tire real quick and I'll give you another update. Hey guys, so Sunday we're here trying to get into this Camaro. So Kevin's got these rods. But you can kind of see what he's trying to do down there. We're just trying to get into this thing. See if we can get her towed out of here today. So I'll keep you guys updated. Y'all give us a little bit. Hey YouTube, it is Monday morning and it is like 19 degrees and it is sleeting. Or really small hail, whichever way you look at it, but it is raining ice. What's up YouTube? So I'm with Tommy, we're in the Firebird. Just got on the highway. It's been snowing and shit today. Yeah, it's a little wobbly. So we'll get the Camaro over to the house and we'll be able to swap out some suspension and yeah, we went by and swapped around the 2 rear tires, so it's got like brand new tires on the rear now. Big old busted spot on the windshield. But shit, for 450 bucks, I mean, we got heat, and it moves, and it stops.
Don't overheat.
It does some pretty good burnouts, actually, too, for being an NA, for being naturally aspirated. Yeah, I just want to give y'all a little,
Ride along.
yeah, a little bit of ride along in the Firebird. This is the first time I've really rode in it, except for up to the store and shit.
You ain't got to be anywhere to do a burnout.
Yeah, he did a little bit of getting sideways and shit earlier in the neighborhood. It was pretty fun. A little sketchy at times. Sideways hitting the speed bump. Kind of sketchy, but...
You know what you're doing. It's all good.
I think it needs some diff fluid for the diff. It's kind of whiny, but it's hard to tell what it is exactly. But we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, they ain't stopping it from fucking burning tires. Not yet. We got a whole other rear end though. In the Camaro.
Yep. Got a spare trans, spare rear end, spare drive shaft, all the brakes, wheel bearings, all the suspension.
Doors, interior.
Yep, doors will swap right over, the mirrors, the dash.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit of a pain, but so we can get it done. It's just crazy how little work this thing needed to just move. Like, I mean,
tire aired up.
Yeah, it needed a battery and the tire aired up and
Switch the headlight around so we'd have two headlights. Some people are just lazy, they don't want to do any kind of work. Shit, I ain't hating on no shit. I got a $450 fucking Firebird.
oh yeah. It was Midwest. Yeah, and a couple days ago we pulled the blower motor out of the Blue Impala, and I kind of ghetto rigged it in here. We had to swap the fan blade around, but it's in here and it works and it blows heat.
Defrost the window.
We had to cut the plug off and splice the plug on for the other style blower motor, but it works.
Call it Frankenstein.
Probably wasn't the best fix, but it works. I'll give you another update when we make it over to the house. Hey YouTube, so it's Monday night and was just looking around earlier, just bullshitting, and I came across this Chevy Trailblazer. It's a 2007 or 2009 or something like that. It's got 360,000 miles on it. But it runs and drives amazing. The guy I got it from bought it at Copart. As you can see all the stickers up here. And it was hit on this side. This is a replacement door. So I got a replacement door that's also black, matches the truck. And he had the wrecked up door in here. I didn't have room to get both doors. So he took the wrecked door out, put the replacement door back here, and I drove it home like 20 minutes with no door. Froze my ass off. But I made it home. Truck drives great. So this is going to be my new winter beater daily. So that way I don't have to drive the 07 around and put so much mileage on it. And so much wear and tear. So I just pulled this driver door out of here and trying to get it lined up on these pins here. So I'm going to keep working on trying to get this door on, and I got to plug my phone in because it's literally at like 2%. It's about to die. So I'm going to throw my phone on the charger and try to work on getting this door set on here, and I'll give you guys another update. Hey YouTube, alright, so I'm making some progress. So I had to bend the hell out of this bracket with pry bars and the hammer. I tried beating it in to kind of get the buckle out. I tried using this screwdriver, and I don't even know where. There's the piece. Yeah, this is like one of those bit adapter screwdrivers, and there's this hole here. So I was putting this through here and hitting it with a hammer, trying to beat this out. And I got it out a little bit, but it needs a lot more. I wish I had a frame machine or something I could pull it out, or just knew someone that had one and they could just pull it out for me. But I'm trying to get this thing straightened up, and then I'm also having a problem to where this new donor door, these holes in the hinges aren't big enough to go over the pins. So I'm gonna have to get my drill and some drill bits and drill these out some and try to open them up a little bit so that they'll fit over these pins. And then I still got to get them to line up. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to drill these out and get these to slide onto these two pins. And then I'm going to jack the door up right here to kind of help bend this bracket up into place to where it'll kind of line up. And yeah, so hopefully that will work. And then I found a couple of bolts, because these are the brackets that hold the door onto the hinges. And so these bolts will go through these here like so, and then they thread in right here like so. So those will go on there. We'll hold both of the hinges, and that will hold the door on. And then this little bar here also gets two little bolts that go in right here. I'm gonna have to find a couple more bolts, but for now my main focus is just getting the door on. That little hold the door open thing, that can come later. But yeah, so that's what my goal is right now. That's what I've been working on. And so I just want to give y'all a little update now that my phone has some charge to it. But I mean, other than that, like, it's really not that bad of a truck. Also, the Parts Grand Prix had a gas cap. It didn't have a gas cap on it, so I stole the gas cap off the 98 Grand Prix. And then I had this inside. That's a perfect fit. So now I've got a ball hitch. I just got to put my ball on it. It's over at the storage. So now I've got a ball hitch. So now I can, once I get this door on here, I can actually tow stuff. Man, but I mean, other than that, like, it's really not that bad looking. I mean, you look at the passenger side, it actually looks really nice. It's just the driver's side, so not a big deal. I'm happy with it. Also, these headlights are out, and all the tail lights are out. So while I was in the shed getting tools, I got all these bulbs, headlight bulbs, tail light bulbs, turn signals. So I'm gonna get all these bulbs swapped around and working, make sure everything's working properly, so I have all lights and signals. But shit, other than that, for 650 bucks with the title, I got the title in there. It is a salvage title. But yeah, 04 Trailblazer salvage title, was from Allstate Insurance Company. So this was an insurance auction. I mean, it's a base model, but it does have power locks and power windows. This door doesn't open either. But I mean, like, the hatch works, everything back here in the back works. The back seats fold down. It has a spare. It starts right up. It runs really good. So I was running 75, 80 down the highway. It's got new tires on it. Like, for real, once I get this door on here, this thing's gonna be a steal. So I'm gonna quit rambling on and keep working on this door, and I'll give you guys another update here in a bit. Alright, you guys, so it's almost 2 a.m. and I've got the door up here with the jack. I've kind of been bending all these tabs, and you tell I've pretty much got them. They're just about lined up. I just got to get that bottom one lined up with the hole. I drilled out all 4 holes as best as I could. I wasn't able to use the biggest bit. It's about like that one, a little smaller than that one. Yeah, there it is. But I was able to drill out the hole some. The sliding onto the bottom pin's a lot better. So that's a good sign. That's good news. So now I just got to get these tabs bent to where I can get all 4 of them to line up at the same time and all slide down. But it's very close. It's getting very, very close. So I'm gonna keep working on this and I'll give you guys another update. Alright y'all, so I got the door on. It's been a pain in the ass. What I had to do is I had to cut the brackets that are on here. I had to cut the very bottom one off because it was just way out of whack. And I had to drill all the holes out on the other 3. A lot more to get the pins to slide in the holes. But I got 3 of the 4 slid on. I got both of the brackets moved over and the bolts are in. I've got the 2 bolts in. This thing that keeps the door from flying open. So the issue I'm having now is the striker here. It almost lines up, but it's hitting. See how this is spaced apart and it's hitting right there. So I need to get that hammer back down. And but what I want to do is I want to kind of jack the door up a little bit to kind of tweak those hinges and see maybe if that will kind of help with lining it up, because it doesn't really want to shut at all. But I figured if I can just get this thing to shut and latch, then I won't even open this door. I will just go through the passenger door and climb over. I mean, but looky there. I mean, it kind of half-assed looks like a good, decent vehicle. And then I've got the mirror in the front seat. It's broke, but I'm going to screw it back together and get it bolted on. That way I'll have a mirror. And I'm just not even going to worry about this damage. Like I said, this is just a beater just to get me around. I don't care about the radio. It does have a decent looking aftermarket radio, but it stays on all the time. And it's a Sony. Yeah, it stays open all the time, so you have to pull the faceplate off or else it'll keep drawing power. And it comes with the remote. So it's got a bunch of fuses and relays in here. I don't know what those are to. But one thing I do have to figure out other than the door is the tail lights. There's no running lights. There's no brake lights other than the 3rd brake light. But the reverse lights work. The blinkers work. The hazards work. Like everything else works. It's just no brake lights. Like no running lights or brake lights. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I swapped all the bulbs around. Bulbs are good. So I'm not really for sure what the deal is with it. But something's going on with the running lights and the brake lights. So I've got to get that figured out. But my main thing right now is just getting this door to shut and latch. So I'm going to keep working on this door. And I'll give you guys another update once I make some more progress. Alright you guys. It's like almost 4:30 in the morning. But the door is on there. It is latched. So, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to open the driver door. But that's okay. So, but yeah. So now I've got the door on. So, really even these hinges for the rear door look like they're still pretty straight. So I could actually probably get a rear door and probably swap the rear door out. And it would probably go on a lot easier than this front door did. But, I mean, for 650 bucks, it's got the door on it. I've got the mirror taped up and bolted back on it. So, at least now I'll be able to see. And I won't be freezing my ass off. As you see, it is on there. It's latched. It's not going nowhere. It's all bolted down. So, shit, I'm happy with that. It might not be perfect, but that's okay. Like I said, it's my shit box. And the best part is it actually has keyless entry. Oh wait, other one. Yeah, there we go. Reverse light works. Interior lights all work. So I'm happy with it. And I got the headlights working. Had to replace both the bulbs on the driver's side. So I've got headlights now. I mean, yeah, so made a shit ton of progress over the last 5 or 6 hours working on this thing since I bought it. So at least now the door is on. So at least now I can drive it around. It don't look as bad. It's not as bad as not having a door. So I probably end up peeling all this white tape off here and putting some black tape, duct tape on there or something, just so it blends in a little bit better instead of all this white. But for now, I'll go ahead and leave it just because I don't want it leaking if I can help it. And then I've got to figure out something with the blower motor because it does not work. But I'm super stoked. I'm excited. So I guess that's going to be it for tonight. And I'll give you guys another update in the morning once it's daylight and not 10 degrees out here. Alright, y'all. So I'm back out here where I bought the Trailblazer. This is the original driver door. And it's got the door panel. It's got the handle. It's got the window switch. It actually has a good mirror on it. So I'll take this mirror and put this mirror on. And yeah, so I'm just got to get this thing loaded up in here. And I can head back to the house. So, and yeah, I've added the insurance. Took the 06 off, added this on. So she is insured and legal. Now I just got to go get it tagged tomorrow. So I'm going to get this door loaded up. And I'll give you guys another update. Y'all, door is loaded up. Got my tools. Everything's loaded. So I'm headed back to Tulsa. So I'll give you guys another update once I make it home. Alright, y'all. So I made it home. And I stopped by Tommy's, but he wasn't home. So, but yeah, I just got here. Oh, unlock it. Yeah, I've got to plug the light in, get the lights on. I love that keyless entry. That's awesome. Yeah, so I've got the old smashed up door in here. So I've got to get this out of here. I'm going to set it on this table. And I've got to pull the door handle out so that the lock cylinder works. Okay. The door's just randomly unlocked again. But yeah, so I've got to get the door handle out so that the key will work the door handle. So the one in there now, since it's off a different car, it doesn't work. So can't lock the driver door. But yeah, so I want to get this out of here, get it on this table. It's got the door panel, the window switch, the lock, like everything. I got to pull all the wiring out of it, try to fix whatever got damaged, if anything got damaged, and just swap everything over to this other door and just plug everything in and run it, and should have a good fully functional door. And if I add the door panel in there, then it'll give me the handle to grab onto, and then maybe I can actually really slam the door shut from the inside and actually get it to shut. Because right now I've been having to shut it from the outside and then crawl through, because when I get inside and slam it, it doesn't really shut all the way, well, as much as it can. Like, it doesn't fully shut all the way anyways, but it's alright. It works. It's way better than having no door on there, so I'm happy with it. And then yeah, I've got to get that mirror off. I'm going to swap out the mirror, and this one has like this turn signal thing, and it's supposed to be a heated mirror, but the other side is just a regular mirror. And this original mirror that's on here, it doesn't have the heated thing, but there's nothing wrong with this mirror. It's fully functional. So, and this is the original mirrors. So this is a match to the one on the passenger side. So yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff swapped around. So I'm gonna quit rambling on, get these lights plugged in and get them on, get these tools out of the way and get this door out of here and get it up on this table, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so I got the old door out of the hatch area. As you can see, it is just destroyed. But looking at the plugs, there's the plug for the lock. It's not damaged. I can't see the plug for the window motor, and it's inside of there somewhere, so I doubt it's damaged. Oh, I see it over there. Yeah, no, it looks good. And the speaker's in there, so I should be able to take everything out of this door and just gut this door and put everything into this door, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this door up. I gotta take the mirror off first, and before I can take the mirror off, I gotta pull the door panel. I've already pulled out the window switch, lock switch, and so yeah, now I've just gotta get I pulled one bolt out. There's one more bolt. I had to grab an extension, so I'm probably gonna use the short extension right there and get this other bolt out. So the first one I pulled out was right there underneath the window switch, and then there's another one down in the handle. They're both 10mm. So, and then all the clips are already popped off. Everything's loose. It's just that one bolt that's holding it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this door panel popped off, get this other bolt out, get it off, and then get the mirror off, and then I'm gonna throw the door up on the table, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so door panel's off, got the mirror off. It was really easy. You just had the one, this farthest one was way out here in the open, and then you pull that little foam piece out and it exposes the other two, and then the plug just runs down here and it just runs up through there. So it was really easy. Mirror's over there. There's the nuts for the mirror, and then so that's the lock switch. There's the one bolt that goes behind the lock switch right there. And then the other bolt stayed in there, you see on the back side. So gonna lose that, and then I guess this ring pops off. I didn't know that. I just popped it out with the door panel, and I managed to get this the whole door up here. So I guess I'm gonna start disconnecting stuff. I gotta pull the speaker out. I'm gonna pull the lock or the door handle off. I need that for the inside of this door badly. So I'm gonna start stripping this door down, and I'll give you guys another update once I get some of this stuff out of the way. Alright, y'all, so I've got this whole harness. It pulls through here from the inside, runs behind this section down through here, and then this plugs into the speaker. These plug into the window switch. This plug is for the window motor, and then all these little plastic tabs just clip in all around, and then these two here go. Alright, so this one here goes into this switch, which I'm not sure if that's the lock solenoid, lock unlock, and then this one here plugs into the box. What would I do with it? Oh yeah, this piece. It's like the other half of that box section. But yeah, those two plug into that. So, but I've got the full harness undone. Nothing looks damaged. So, as long as I can get all this ran into this door, then everything should just plug in and work. The window should go up and down. The door lock should work. I've still got to swap out the handle with the lock cylinder. I'm probably going to pull out the glass and the window seals and all the, like, pretty much everything I can. I'm going to gut this door, and I'm going to pull out what's left of this track. I'll keep the window motor because it's possibility that the window motor is still good, so no reason in throwing it away. And yeah, I'll swap these seals around because the seals on that door are pretty trashed. And I'll get everything put back together with this door panel, and hopefully everything should be working and have zero problems. So I'm going to keep working on this, get this window out, get this door trim off, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so I pretty much have the door stripped of what I want. Say both of the little tabs that go on the door handle for, well, the one to open the door, it got broke off right there. It's still on the rod, so I won't be able to use the handle itself, but I did pull the lock cylinder out. It's there, and this handle, I mean, it works, so all I need to do is just push that little pin, and that will push out the lock cylinder, and then I can put my lock cylinder back in and pop the pin back in, and should be all good. Then I'll be able to lock and unlock this door with the key that goes to the truck. And then I'm just going to save this as backup parts for just in case. And then this goes on this part of the door here, and it kind of holds the door panel. And the one that's on the door now is like all one piece. It seems like it like doesn't have a seam right here, so I'm leaving that one on. I put the door handle on already and got it hooked up, but it still doesn't open the door from the inside. So I don't know what the deal is, but if I get this all together and the window goes up and down, then I can always just roll the window down, pop the door open, and then roll the window up and be good to go. So but yeah, I pretty much got this door stripped. I just have the window left, but everything else is pretty much out of it. And I was able to salvage the window motor, and then these are the little clips that clamp the window down, which I'm going to save those just for backups. These are all the bolts for the window tracks. And then I've got the 3 nuts for the mirror. I need to swap the mirror around. And then I'm keeping these extra bars. These are the bars that go to the door handle, so I'm going to keep those as well. And yeah, so now that I've got that door stripped, I need to just strip this door of its wiring harness and just get all the wires unplugged out of here. As you can see where they go over there. So I'm going to get all these wires unplugged, and then that way I can get this section of this harness out of here, and because it's all been cut. And I need to swap this mirror, so that'll have a different plug. And then I can get all this stuff back on here. I've got to unplug it from over in here and push this harness back through. And then I'll run that other harness back through here, start getting everything plugged in and hooked up, put the speaker in. I've got this, this is the like sound deadening thing that came on this new door. The one that was on this old door, it was just falling to pieces, so I'm going to reuse that one off the new door, and yeah, just get this harness all ran back in this door and get everything hooked up, and hopefully don't have any issues and everything just works. And once I get it all plugged in, I'll hook up the window switch. We'll see if the windows go up and down, and if they do, that's awesome. If this one doesn't, then I'll try testing out the other motor, and maybe I'll just have to swap the window motor. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on this thing and get this old wire harness out so I can get this new wire harness in, and then I'll give you guys another update. Alright, well, that was a little bit of a pain in the ass getting the old harness out. I had to use what size is that? A T30 Torx bit. And there's this little airbag sensor that bolts in the door right here. So I had to take those out to get that plug. And then there's also 3 of them over here, which are these, which hold the actual door latch. And it has 3 plugs that plug into it. Oh wow, looky there. I just found me a pair of crimper snips in the door. Nice. But yeah, so everything is unplugged. So now I can grab the original harness out of the original door, start running it back through here, start getting everything plugged in, and I'll give you guys another update and let you know how it goes. So y'all stay tuned. Alright y'all, so pretty much the harness is back in. I still got to plug in the 3 to the locks, like the latch over here. So I just have these 3 plugs left to plug in, and then that will be the whole harness. And then so with the original harness out of this truck, it doesn't even have the plug for that airbag sensor, so I'm not even going to put it back in. That'll just be parts I can sell or something. And so now I've just got to pop that clip off that lock cylinder, swap it out with this one, and hook up the rod to it, and then we should be good to go. So I'm gonna get this hooked up in here real quick, and then after that I should be good to put this weather stripping piece in. Not weather stripping, but like sound deadener. And yeah, so I'm gonna get these 3 plugs plugged in, swap out this lock cylinder, and then get this on. And once I have that on, yeah, and then once I have that piece on there, then I'll be able to get the speaker bolted back in and get it plugged in. And then after that, I can go ahead and put the door panel on, get all the clips lined up, make sure all the clips are good, and get all these plugs plugged into the window switch. I already plugged it in and tested it. The locks work, but none of the windows are going up and down. I'm hearing all the relays click, but none of the windows, none of them are going up and down. So I don't know. I even unplugged the motor here and went and got the other one and plugged it in, and it didn't do anything. So I don't know what the deal is, but we'll figure it out. I'm just trying to get this door together. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so I've got the lock cylinder swapped out. Clip is in there. It's nice and solid. Key works. But there was no rod to connect from the lock down here to the lock up there. So it actually doesn't do anything right now. So I'm going to have to, I guess, go to the salvage. I don't see anything in the door. So probably going to have to go to the salvage yard and pull the rod and figure out where it connects to so I can actually connect it. But for now, I've got the handle is on. The lock mechanism part for the lock, the plastic piece broke off. So the lock thing isn't going to work there. But whenever I do it electronically, all the sensors are good. So it should still lock the door. Because like this still locks and unlocks the door. It's just not on this. So the door should still lock and unlock electronically. So I guess right now I'm going to get this sound deadener piece back on here and kind of stick it up there, and then I'll get the speaker back in, get it screwed down, get it plugged in, and I'll grab the door panel and we'll get the door panel back on, and should damn near be complete. And then whenever I do get that rod, I'll just have to pull the door panel back off, which isn't a big deal. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright y'all, so I've got the door panel back on. It definitely needs some new clips, or needs to be screwed on or something. Look, so I've got it locked right now. Doesn't work. So then I hit unlock, and it works. And switch works in here. So, and I can slam the door. I have a nice handle now. It's solid. With the bolt in there and the bolt in there. But it's definitely still loose all around where all the clips are. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up putting some screws in there or something. But for now, I mean, it's on there. The thing for the mirrors doesn't work. I don't know why it's all plugged in, but it doesn't work on either mirror. Even with the key on, it doesn't work. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm happy with it. I've made a lot of progress. And then I put the radio on, the faceplate, and the speaker down here works. And now I've got both of the front speakers in here instead of just one. So it's really coming along. I made a lot of progress today. I'm happy. So I guess I'm gonna pick up all my tools and go inside and warm up for a little bit. And I'll probably give you guys another update here shortly. Alright, y'all, so got everything picked up. Everything's put up. Everything locks. Every door locks. Of course, the driver door locks. And this one just don't open, but either way, all the doors lock. And then when I hit unlock, every door except for this one unlocks. And when I hit lock, they all lock. So at least now the door is on. I can lock and unlock all the doors. I kind of have the mirror set where I want it. It's not perfect. It doesn't work on the electronics, but at least now it looks more like, you know, a good daily, you know, I mean, it's still kind of ghetto with the door. It doesn't open from the inside still. And with the window switch, the windows don't go up and down. So I don't know what the deal is with the windows not going up and down. When I hit all the switches, I can hear all the relays click, but none of the windows go up and down. But when I had the door panel off this one, I snipped this wire plug here off of the old harness and plugged it into the window motor. And I tested that one, and that one works. And I tested this one, and I rolled the window down and rolled it back up just by hooking that directly to a battery. So I know the motors work. So somewhere between the relay and all the doors, the window motors aren't getting power to them. So that's one other little wiring gremlin I've got to figure out, along with the running lights and the brake lights. But I mean, for the money I have into the car, really, it's really not that bad. And what was awesome was so one of the coolest things about it was I got this truck. It came with the door. It came with the wrecked door. So pretty much it came with everything I needed to put it back together. And I think that's just one of the coolest things. So I mean, yeah, you can definitely tell it's been wrecked, you know, but I got everything I needed to fix it. But at least now it has a door on it. It locks. It has a mirror. So I mean, really, overall, I can't complain for the money I've got in it. And it came with everything. Like, I'm sure there's probably some people that would have bought this without the door and without the old door, and would have went to the salvage yard and bought a door and the door panel and all the stuff it needed, and then put it all together. And it was just really cool how it just came with everything. So but yeah, that's the update for today. Say tomorrow is Tuesday. I've got to run up to the tag office and get this thing put in my name. We're not going to be working tomorrow either with all the ice and snow still. So I think that's going to be it for this video. So y'all leave me a like if you liked the video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.